Charlie Gasparino has been following this very, very closely. What do you got for us, buddy?
When you talk to bankers out there who bank this space, this is what they say. They say the likelihood, well, first they say we're clearly 21st Century is in play. And I should point out right off the tops, I hate covering my own company. I did put a call in and an email to one of our PR people at 21st Century Fox. They have no comment on the report I'm about to give you.
Did they return the phone?
Yes, they did.
Okay, that's good.
And the email. And they returned the email. So
we're all a good start.
We're all in the same place here. So here's what I'm going to tell you from my banking sources that are pretty good on this stuff. They tell me that we're clearly 21st Century Fox for its assets, and it's unclear which ones. The common wisdom is like Fox News and Fox Business isn't for sale, but nobody says never. Okay, that we're clear that the company's assets are clearly in play. The likely buyer, they believe, this is what bankers believe, is some sort of tech giant like Verizon, or a telecom giant like Verizon, or a tech firm that has a lot of money right now that can do something on this, that could do something with this, like an Amazon.
But not a Disney.
Not the thinking among bankers is that Disney and Comcast have a very difficult antitrust road to hoe on this thing. Those deals, if they did happen, they would have happened already, and that the likelihood of us merging with them or selling to them, particularly as the Trump administration has laid down a marker on AT&T, Time Warner, is low, the low odds. I'm not saying it's never going to happen, but that is the marker right now. So what they're saying is clearly, this company's management, they've retained bankers. They are clearly interested in talking with people that want to buy stuff. The likelihood of a Disney or Comcast is low. The likelihood of a sale to somebody else in that tech or telecom world is high. And that's where we are now. Now, what assets are for sale? Well, I think everything that we've said so far is that it looks like they're looking to sell, at least immediately, the broadcast network. Excuse me, the movie studios, Nat Geo, some of that stuff. Keeping selling that, keeping initially Fox News and Fox Business. But here's what I would tell you: they're not telling me exactly what they're thinking about. But every banker I talk to say never take off the table a sort of major sale or a two-pronged thing where you sell that stuff first, you figure out what you want to do with the future, and then you sell this.
What would a Fox be left with then?
The Murdochs would be left with a lot of money and newspapers.
It would sound to me like a downsize, kind of like what CBS is.
Yeah, if you kept the Fox News and Fox Business, and
But wouldn't that run counter to everything Rupert Murdoch has built over the last decades?
Yes, it would, and this is where I'm surmising. He doesn't talk to me, about this, about anything, as a matter of fact. But
yeah, he hates you. I understand.
Maybe.
Go ahead.
I don't think so. But
I'm kidding.
Is he looking to cash out? I mean, is he looking to say, here's what I have to do for my shareholders, and here's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to get it out of these assets first, then I have a slimmer company, and then I figure out what I want to do with that, and you could sell that as well. That's one way of doing it. It's kind of interesting. Here's my real issue about the notion that they're going to sell all those other assets, and this is just from talking bankers that are in this space. Sell all those non-core assets, right? The studios, Nat Geo, all that stuff, Sky, and keep Fox Business and Fox News. The reality is this. I mean,
well, in Sky's case, they have a 39%.
Right, but you get rid of that because you think you might not be able to do that deal because of Ofcom or something like that, right? The British regulators. Look at our audience base. Whether you like it or not, TV news is consumed by an older and older demographic. And that is not a play for the future here in the U.S. I mean, there's just the demographic numbers don't...
Are you saying that we're irrelevant? You and I?
I'm just going to say this. And by the way, we're stickier.
Old is the new, not so old.
Okay, by the way, we're stickier because guess what? We have a loyal audience. People are living longer. But the demographic numbers don't make sense for a Fox Business and Fox News.
We're not dead yet,
for the next 20 years.
Okay.
There's a different dynamic.
Well, what working out you're doing is a waste of time.
Listen,
You might as well join me at the Olive Garden.
I want to be on a
cash it
beach.
in.
I want to be on a beach when I'm 60.
All right, fine.
Listen, I mean, after this report, I might be on like in 6 minutes.
You could have to forget waiting until 6.
But again, I guess the upshot.
6 o'clock is a good.
The upshot of my reporting
Yeah.
is low odds on Disney Comcast for the antitrust reasons I laid out, according to bankers. But we're clearly in play, and a tech or
But
telecom.
content is still king, right?
Depends on the content.
It depends on the content. This
And it's still good. Listen, there's still money to be made at Fox and Fox News.
Sure.
Fox Business. It's just the demographics just don't play.
Why do you keep doing this?
Because
I'm
it's
getting
true.
older watching you.
Listen, I'm a
angry kid.
I'm nothing but a
right.
simple country reporter. I'm giving you the facts.
Okay,
You want
all right.
fact or fantasy?
Wait a minute.